Even the scariest moment was when I met you. I had 5,000 printed pieces and I didn't know what to do with them, so that was the scariest moment. This is a tool that it helps 6,000 people which are using the ACRO and me myself. I'm like that. When I'm starting some project, I will just jump in the water because it's easier for me. If it's pressing, if I have lots of things to do, I will functionate better and I will do it.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of Nogo Moguzitsu, a set of interviews with entrepreneurs who are making business, who are doing business in Croatia. And today we are in beautiful Camp Zagreb. I think it's on the west part of Zagreb. It's not a very sunny day, but still it's very beautiful and warm day. Today we are with Eli Novakovic, or how Eli calls herself, Eli. And Eli, say hi.
Hi.
I'm Andrei.
I'm Eli, nice to meet you.
How are you today?
I'm really good.
Okay. So Eli, we know Eli for a couple of years already, since the beginning of her project, of her business, which is called the ACRO goalachiever. Can you, just very briefly and very shortly, explain what you do with ACRO and what's your goal, what's your strategy, what's that thing that you are doing?
Okay, so 2 years ago I came up with the idea of creating a planner, an extraordinary one, which will help students and young people to set and achieve their goals.
Okay.
So basically we are the first thing you want to experience while you decide to personally grow.
Wait, so you say it is a planner?
Yes.
So how is it different from the ordinary planners that you can buy in every bookstore?
I think it's more specialized. So we picked a niche which very precise, basically help you to know what you want to achieve. So basically we are different from the insides of the planner.
So you're different with what you can actually do inside, what you can actually add inside. What is who is your target audience? Who are you selling?
Mainly there are women from 19 to 30 years old.
Okay.
In 80% of the cases, and the rest 20% they are men.
Okay. So you can plan your daily activities. What else you can do?
First, when you open a planner, you can see and set what are you grateful for in your life. Then you have a chapter of 100 wishes.
Okay.
After that, you break down your goals, your 7 goals during the year. Then you have some travels, reads, literature, things to do, projects you've started, projects in progress, and projects which are done, and main calendar, which is you can use it 12 months from the month you decide. So
whenever you buy it, you can pretty much use it whenever.
Yes.
How? I'm sure you were asked this question many times, but I just want to put a base on that. So how did you come to this idea? What brought you to this idea?
I was on college, and the last year of college, and it came up in my mind that we don't have basically academic diaries.
Okay.
So we started as an academic diary, especially for students, and we were growing for a year, and then we saw that this market is so small in Croatia that we need to take a bigger target. And yeah. So
but are you selling just to Croatia, or are you selling?
No, now we sell international.
What how many countries do you sell to?
Shipping is worldwide on a web shop, so any possible country, and like a retail stores only besides Croatia, Hungary for now.
Tell me the story. I know that each collection goes with all sorts of different designs. How do you come up with designs? Who do those designs?
For the first year, last year, I was picking the designers, and that was it came up on my mind because I'm personally a designer, and sometimes I don't have a chance to publish my work. So I asked myself, if I would be making covers with different designers, why wouldn't I help them to publish their work if they are really good and they need some intro to the designer scene? And actually it came up that they're selling our product now because they're so good.
They're promoters.
Yes. they're promoting it, and basically I was picking them from what I saw on websites. And
okay. So that was like a contest, a challenge?
Yes, this year it was a contest. We had more than 40 applies.
Okay.
And we picked basically, instead of one, two great designs which are now ruling the stores.
What's you started that right from college?
Yes.
And were you scared of starting something for yourself, not just taking a path that everybody takes, just go into safe work? What brought you to the point when you say, okay, I want to do something else for myself?
Yeah, I mean, I believed in what I came up with from the very first beginning, so I was not scared at all. Even the scariest moment was when I met you. I had 5,000 printed pieces and I didn't know what to do with them, so that was the scariest moment.
Okay.
But I wasn't scared at all, so you think, you probably can conclude that I don't give up.
Okay.
What will happen, I will find a solution. So after that I was working in a studio, so ACRO was my hobby which I want to live from in near future, but I'm not still financing from it. So yeah, I was not scared. I found a job right on the beginning, and then I quit a job and opened my own studio, so I'm fine right now.
Okay. I know that you had some background in sports.
Yes.
Do you, like, in a couple of words, what did you do? What was your...
did 13 years of Taekwondo professionally. That helped me a lot in being persistent.
I'm coming to the point, okay, how you see, did it help you to do this? Or...
Yeah, when you practice 2 times a day, when you need to put your friends going out and movies on the side when you're doing something, then it's like you need to do it like that, and that's the only right way to do it and the only way you will succeed. So now when I have to say no for a coffee, or when I have to say no about going out, I just say no because I know it's the right thing to do. So this is with sports, and I learned how to be persistent. If you skip a training, you need to do 2 or 5 more to get back in shape. So the same is with business.
Okay, so persistence and discipline.
Yes.
That's what the 2 lessons we can get out of your experience. Okay, do you see yourself with this product is the only thing that you're going to be doing in upcoming years, or you put that as a strategy, as a part of where you want to go?
Both. I would love to have the whole line of ACRO.
Okay.
Not everything will be Goal Achiever, of course, but I would like to become Moleskine for goals.
Okay, Moleskine for goals.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is my long-term goal, and when we talk about short-term, I live exactly the life that I'm putting inside. So this is a tool that it helps 6,000 people which are using the ACRO, and me myself.
Okay. How did your life change, let's say 2.5 years ago, like when you 2 years ago, like what was like summer 2000?
Yes, it was
13?
Summer 2013. Actually,
what's the change? I mean, you got out of, you graduated from a college, and then you're quite, let's say, popular, and people know about you. People see you in the streets. People come to you and talk to you. So what else changed? How you see yourself, your own perception changed after this 2 years of, I guess, the emotional roller coaster, or how you call it?
Yeah, I know. It's not a big difference because I love to hang out. I really love to hang out with people before. So I was very open-minded, meeting all sorts of people, helping all around. So now when maybe some people know about me, it's okay. But I grew my contact list, so I met more than 500 people in those two years. Especially they know who I am and what I'm doing. Okay. So basically I don't have to introduce myself that much, and I get job which I want to do. I'm not like people rarely asking me to do something that I'm not doing. So that's a cool thing, I guess.
Okay. Would you, as we have here, I live in Croatia for myself for 7 years, and I have quite a different social circle. My social circle, my friends are mostly entrepreneurs and young professionals. And when I talk to anybody else, there is a perception of that this country, Croatia, has a very little chance for anybody, launching their business or becoming successful. So you have to actually go out to, any other countries to actually succeed. What's your view on that? Why didn't you just go to, I don't know, Germany and do business over there? Why you decided to stay here in Croatia?
Okay, so I have a very special opinion about that because I completely disagree with it. So people, when they decide to go, they just decided to go, and they need to have a proof for us staying here to say that there is better. So in every country, it's quite the same. Not everyone will succeed. There will always be a cleaner. There will always be room makers. There will always be designers working in studio for someone else, and there will always be people working for themselves. So, in how much do you want to be? Basically stubborn and go through every walls and break the borders. That how will end up with. When I was entering the stores with ACRO, I knocked the doors on 60 doors before I get in every store. So it's not like I called my mom and they gave me a contact. So
if you let's say if you went to Germany and started ACRO over there, would that, you think, be more difficult to do or easier to do?
I would say more difficult. First, I don't know the language, so maybe if I would go to London or US, maybe it would be from the beginning easier about the language, but still you don't know anyone there and you don't know mentality from the very beginning. You don't know. For example, in Singapore, if you don't take the business card with 2 hands, you are crossed. So if I go there in some Kinokuniya or Kinokuniya store with books and I don't take the business card, no one told me from the both hands, I cannot enter there. So
cultural difference.
Yes, I would say it's easier if you have a positive view on it.
What do you have any suggestion, any advice for anyone, let's say, who are in the same situation that you were, let's say, a couple of years ago, final year of college or just out of college or several years after college, thinking what to do? What's your take?
If you from the first beginning think that you cannot handle your project, then don't do it right away. Just go somewhere and be hired for a year, like I was, and then learn some things, and then you will be more sure and more secure about yourself. And have, there are always ups and downs. It's not ideal every day. I'm just turning it to ideal with my stories. At the end, I'm always laughing at me selling my last phone to go to Rijeka and to speak on a panel. So it's not ideal, but it's still a cool story, and I was very excited about it. So if you feel like you have something to do, at least don't tell every of your friends. Just keep it for yourself for a bit and just cook it for some 10 to 15 days. If you're completely
What does
sure.
it mean, cook?
Like sit down, make notes, draw how that project would look like, and contact some people that can do it. If you want to do 1 or 2 prototypes, see how it feels when you touch it. Is it that? What do you want to do? And then just make it, because if you don't fail, you will not know whether this is good or bad. But there will always be, opinions. I love to say that opinions are like assets. Everyone has their own. So you never know. Maybe your mom has grown up in different surroundings. Maybe she will think, oh God, you need to get hired because otherwise you will not be able to earn money. So yeah.
Your family supported you with this?
Yes. They are my Santa little helpers.
Some people might think, okay, she's lucky. She was from, she got a designer's degree and somehow she got it, and we have no ideas. So what is your suggestions for someone who wants to do something but they have no idea what to do. Are there any hints what you, for example, took for yourself that you understood, okay, this is what I want to do? And how you said at the same time that you printed out 5,000 copies before
having anything,
understanding how to sell it. So 2 questions. First of all, about the ideas, and then whether you are actually capable of proving the ideas before actually producing that.
Okay, so about the ideas, it's not always idea. Many people have an idea and don't know what to do with it. So maybe it's better don't have an idea. Just put down to things what you love.
Okay.
Things that you would enjoy to do and lose track of time with it.
Okay.
And see whether this is maybe football or I don't know. This is going to the theater and see what can you do with those two things. Maybe it's like football with, or maybe these people needs to go to the theater dressed like in
So you think you can
suits.
turn any sort of professional project from your hobby, from your love? Okay.
And see what you're missing in life. Basically, I was missing the academic diary, so I was always drawing my own.
So you started from scratching your own itch, basically solving your own problem.
Yeah.
Do you support the idea that before you actually start producing it, you should try testing it? Because that seems like you were not doing it, because you produced it before actually selling it.
Yeah, well, now I'm thinking about my next step is a bigger format, so I'm thinking about testing it. Because there are not many people, people are buying this now.
No.
If I change the format, I mean, I will keep that format. Will the quantities be the same? Or
So how do you know where to go with this now? How to prove? How you know whether you are safe with a new version of it?
Yeah, when you start, I'm like that. When I'm starting some project, I will just jump in the water because it's easier for me. If it's pressing, if I have lots of things to do, I will function it better and I will do it. But not many people can do it. I mean, if you don't know, just test it. Just make a prototype. Ask people what do they think.
How can you, like, the easiest way you can test something that is gonna work or not?
Depends what it is. I mean, if it's a product, then you can basically draw it on a paper and Google a contact which are doing, I don't know, clocks from the trees. Wooden clocks, and call a wooden company and say, I have one clock. What is the price of a prototype?
Okay, so you make a prototype?
Yes.
How do you know whether you're gonna sell it or not?
I would not say, I would not post it on social media, and I mean, I probably would, but I wouldn't ask people what do they think. I would just write something to see whether there will be some comments or questions, where can they buy it.
So
it's
test
so
it on
cool.
like on a social media?
Yes, test it on social media, but not in a way that they think you will produce something that they need to buy. Just test it so you see reaction, and that's it. Like a shirt you see on a lady. If the shirt is really good, you will ask her where did she buy it.
So you would post it still on social networks, and then you would see what kind of comments you would get from. That would be the first easiest step.
Yes, but I would really make a really good photo. So it's not like I'm shooting a phone and I will just shoot it in wood with my other phone. It will not help. Yeah.
Okay. Where people can buy? How do you sell ACROs?
Through webshop acro.com.hr and in 60 stores like Školska knjiga, Morning Glory, Take Me Home, Špica Boutique.
Any plans? The last question would be just saying, what are your plans with this? How will you?
Well, we have
how do you see that in a year?
We have a really big community on Instagram at Across the Goals. So my vision is that every businesswoman background would be ACRO, so I would love to sell 1 million pieces a year and stand in front of people and talk to them how did I do it and how they can achieve any of their goals that they want to achieve. So I'm imagining some Singapore talks with my ACROs, and that would be really nice. Now I'm dreaming a bit.
Cool. Thanks a lot. I think we had, in a very short time, we covered a lot of interesting questions and how you do it. Thanks a lot.
It was my pleasure.
Good luck. Bye-bye.